Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of our friends out there. Light's Toy Review here, and our debut will start on Vaulting Box Soul of Chogokin straight from Japan. Today is actually December 31, 4 a.m., and I would like to say Happy New Year to everybody around the world. And I hope you enjoy this channel as I talk about the details that I like about the product, the things that you have to be aware of, especially those simple details that may actually cause some damages to your toys and collections. May you guys get something from this review? And first of all, we have to make sure that we got everything that we need.
So first things first, gloves. I always got used to wearing gloves. The measuring tapes and blade, of course. It's better not to forget blade and a weighing scale. Why did I put a weighing scale? Because in case you guys decided on selling and shipping things, receiving things, you know that you're actually exceed a certain amount of weight and you know that you may expect extra payment, like what happened to me. Let's talk about the height and the weight of the box, right? This is very important and crucial. I still got the shipping. I received my item like this. I don't know if you guys will also receive as well, like with an external or outer box. So the weight of the actual whole box is around 13.2 pounds. If we go by kilos, it's actually 6.02 kilos. By the way, heads up, I have my baby Herbie here. He's making a mess. I hope you understand if he sudden noises around in the background. I hope it's all right. So talking on the height of the box, in inches, we have 18 and 3/16 inches. And on the width, we are talking about 24 and 7/16 inches. 24 and 7/16 inches. And the depth is exactly closed at 7, or actually 9 inches. 9 inches closed. First of all, I would like to acknowledge my wife. She's actually my assistant helping me here. Yeah, this is close 9 inches. Now that we're done with the item, we also gave you guys the weight. What are the expectations that you will get from the shipping? Well, my shipper, kudos to Carrot Baby 2. Carrot Dash Baby 2 on eBay. Thank you guys. Thank you, sir, ma'am, for shipping the product quick as possible. So she shipped it to DHL on a first class shipping straight from Japan, and I still have the packing list here. The problem with having a secondary shipping, like those companies, they don't really take care much of the product, right? As you can see, I got dings. I have major damages on the product. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and I guess I have more. I think I have 5/5 on the back. Yeah, 5th right there. So now, without any further craziness, let's start opening it. Just a heads up, this means it's a fragile, right? This is actually a symbol that there's a fragile packaged inside. I don't know why did DHL made a mess and still break the box, even though it's mentioned that the product has small or sensitive items that can cause damages for some reason. And that 20 dash right there, that's a vector recyclable for cardboard. We should always recycle. Beautiful. So let's inhale it. No, don't inhale it, because there's probably COVID hiding here. Well, that's the expectation, guys. So we will pristine. I think that's the perfect word for it. Pristine. So we have a pristine product inside of this box. Pristine, and there's a white wrapping. Those are the things that you will expect. Just for the sake of the review, I will also open the bottom so that we can easily pull out the item. This will be mine anyway. I'm not going to sell this. So right? Same thing, pristine inside. And yep, here we go, easy. Good thing that's advantage of having a white wrapping on it. It's easier for you to take out the product. And here we go. Volt in box. The size. Wow. Wow. That's probably the advantage having external protector or external case, cardboard casing, because it will protect your box from blade cuts, accidental blade cuts. But even though, see, there's a ding already on my product, you know, that's a bad sign if you're a seller, and we can't really do anything but to accept the package, because that's just them. And these are the expectations of what we're getting. We are going to get Volt Cruiser, Volt Bomber, Volt Panzer, Volt Frigate, Volt Lander, and of course the perks. There's also batteries included in here. So before we forgot, the equipment that we're using right now, we have Canon G7X, and we also have Optima scale OPF N15. It's a good scale. Thanks Price Electronics, kudos to them. Usually on this type of boxes, where the tape is, that is where the opening, and it is actually correct because there's only one place for the tape. This is the bottom, and there's no opening here. This is what you will expect. The top, the bottom, the side, left side. This is actually facing you, the right side, and the back. Right? So this is the tape, so that is the opening. Grab the blade. It's funny, when my son saw the box and he realized that this is the video that we have been watching for a long time, he actually shouted, "Whoa!" And he's only turning 2, by the way. So all right. Again, on this side, just double checking. Oh, sorry. See, that's a heads up. You're not supposed to rip this one in the bottom. Just the first layer right there. First layer. Sorry, apologies for that. And that's another thing. After you open the first flap, that's the expectation you'll get. Right? So it will give you a heads up that you're supposed to open it this way, facing you. Volt in the box, Volt machine. I assume you have to. Oh, you have to. Oh, that's odd. That's a ridiculous packaging. I don't like that. Okay, if it's facing you where the words are, you should open that way, right? So you open it. You open it in the opposite way. So Volt in box, reverse. Open it this way. Yep. Here we go. Here we go. So that's the expectation. There's a burnt rubber smell. Manual goes out first. Very important. This is the manual. Thick. Always take a universal size item like the AA battery, and that's how big the manual is, right? You know what? Before we go any further, I just want to weigh in the actual box now. Weighing this in the scale gives us actually 5 pounds, or sorry, 5 kilos. So this is 5 kilos, and in pounds it's 11.2 pounds. Let's put it in pounds because that's my weight of measurement. So that's 11.2. Nice. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go by that order. So there's an clear plastic covering in the front, and then we have, of course, the markings. This is actually tells which one's which. If you go in details in depth, there's dividers of styrofoams. There's always a good plastic that covers them. So look at this. Look at this piece. Big. So this is a double A. It's the size of that. Sorry, I don't speak Japanese. I wish I could. But it's not too late. That's probably the next thing that I will start learning. So here's the sword. Wow, the sword is so awesome. See the details. There's a lining, panel line on both sides. There's actually a switch, or like a, what you can call this, like a groove. I think this will attach to the actual groove in the hand. I think that's the purpose of that. Wow, the sword itself alone is around, it's measured. I'm just curious. God, 12" and 5/8. That's the size of the sword alone. So let's put this on the side, make sure that it's squared away. So again, just a heads up, we got the markings or the descriptions of the items. Take it out, there's actually plastic, so the plastic and then this one. So we go number 1. This is so badass. Comes in this way. Take up the the bag. So you'll know that the product is pristine if there's actually, like, if they haven't taken these things out. Even though they're good on putting it back, you will feel that there's something wrong in it. I'm just observing the battery. Here we go. So that's where the battery goes. So before we do anything stupid, always read the manual. If you don't understand things, this will unlock your brains. So open it up. Oh, amazing. So let's just go in the manual page by page, right? So that's 1, 2, stories, backgrounds of the player, of the characters, and what would you expect from it. This is the original version. This is the remade version, or the updated version. Amazing. Making of the Chogokin Voltus 5. The parts, the items that you're actually expecting. So this 5 thing here, it's on the side. Bazooka. This one here. Stands, I assume, this small tiny things, I assume that they're not gonna pack it loosely, so they're probably somewhere on these inside the items. We'll go on along the way. It's gonna take us forever, honestly, if we dug into all of these. So alright, so for the battery, you go on the top. Actually, there's only one screw here. It has a symbol of the battery. That's where you replace the battery. And we wanted to know, just for educational purposes, if there's a battery already in it. That's a problem with me, not unable to understand Japanese. They probably explain it, included or not included. Here we go. Beautiful. So it popped and there's no batteries. It's a good thing that we actually checked it. So if you are looking for this, you probably have to buy, or get batteries separate. I don't know if it's in the underneath the box. Let's check it. So yeah, that's the stand itself. So here we go. So remember, we're looking for those tiny bits on the camera before. This one, they're actually around in this corner. That's right there. So there's two layers. The first layer is the actual robot. Second layer is where you get the effects and all sorts of gimmicks from the item. The battery is actually included. You know what? So you grab the. Wow, there's actually 3 layers. Sorry, I apologize. So 1, 2 are the effects, and the 3 ones are the stand. The third layer are the stands in the batteries. These are the batteries. Right, beautiful. So let's do it. I'm gonna put it in. So this is a heads up for you guys. If you guys put the battery, see, after you take it out, put back in, it's really difficult to screw the cover back in for this for the first part of the battery. So what you're gonna do, I recommend giving a really good push down, and then screw it. And that's the best way you can do it. Okay, so push hard and then screw. That's the technique. And then now that the battery's in there, let's turn it on. See what's gonna happen. Oh, nothing's going on. There's probably the effect will probably work once we connect it with the rest of the team. That's the advantage of wearing gloves. It avoids you from making messes. Okay, so we found the trigger. The trigger is actually this one on the back of the neck, on the base of the neck. So when you fold this flap, you will hear it. Right? Oh, let me just make sure. See? So that's the cue. So you press this, you fold this flap and hits this trigger right here, and it makes that sound. Okay. Now my son wanted to touch it. Me. Battery, yes. Leave the battery there. So this is where the loose happens, and this is where the braking starts. When you, on the neck portion, I mean on the head portion, right? When you fold it this way, there's like a plastic to plastic groove that holds the actual item. That's where the braking starts. So I really recommend be careful on doing that. And you put this the flap back in there, and then just flip it like that, and that's your Volt Cruiser for you guys. So Volt Cruiser, again, be careful on the neck or the base. That is actually a loose point. I can easily feel it. Don't move it as much around. So this is really meant for display and not really for playing or toys for the kids, because loose portion, when they kept moved back and forth a lot, the plastic will tear off, right? And then later on you'll just lose its value. Same thing with these. All these are plastic. So the actual, there's only 3 point of wheels, and that's it. So that's one. So we're good on the other one. Next is Volt Bomber, which is Mark. I think, yeah, this is Mark, the pilot. So let's take the supports out, make sure all the supports are squared away. This is again the protective plastic that avoids the toy from hitting the styrofoam. Wonderful. And here, look at the articulation of the actual fingers. That's a 2 point. You can't really bend the last fingers anymore. So just 1 and 2. That's it. Not like on Gundams, but that's actually more than enough. That's more than enough, right? What else? The actual hand, I think you can hide these, and then you can get the cover on the second part of the layer, second layer of the box. There's the coverings here where you can actually cover the hand. See, gotta be careful when pushing it. So all you gotta do in this one, all you gotta do in this one is just to pretty much push it in. That's it. And you have to be very careful because this type of plastic tends to bounce small pieces out. Right, here we go. So this goes in here. The grooves is easy. You just have to be careful on the hand. Now I have to make sure that I'm actually not breaking my toy. The hand is very sturdy as it is, so probably you have to close it very, very carefully. Fold the fingers carefully. Here we go, and not just pushing it in there like what I did at first. Fold the hands like this, see, and probably give us a window to actually cover it. That's it. And then close it. Perfect, right? So that's squared. Again, same thing in this one. We have to fold it properly. Ah, that's scary. That is scary, especially if the item is brand new, paint and the plastics are pristine or unbroken. So, or not broken in yet. That's what might cause the damages and breaking of the item. We often see that on this type of toys. Let's see. So for the Volt Bomber, not much on the loose point here, but it's a plastic to metal. The one that will tear off here is pretty much the plastic first. Very, very tough on moving the joints of this metal here. Very tough, so you have to be very careful as well. To get the perfect pose for your bot when you put it on display, you remember, usually it's better to remember the clicks, you know, like 1 2 3 4 5, then you just click the other side, you know, 1 2 3 4 5, you know, there you go, that's it. And then that's how you do it. Missing one more clicks, sorry. Yep, so that's it. I'm just gonna first set up the actual bot separately, put the batteries in, and then we will vault them in, and it's probably that's it. You know, the review is ridiculous. I can't go on in depth with the details, even though I really would like to try to. But I'll do my best on providing you guys an insight on this new product. So on Marks, or actually on the Bomber, there is no battery input. See, you have to align this on the way that this is all the way to the top, like this. But even though it's all the way in there, you have to make sure that it's landed or parallel to the actual groove here. If you look, or these two joints in, there's a hole in this one, and there's a groove actually, and then just click it in there. But you have to be very careful because again, all these things are subject for loose threads. See, very, very, very scary item, scary product. I think I just broke it in. Hopefully I did not. So you align this, straighten these two joints, and make sure that this groove hit this mark here, this plastic mark that's very, very fragile. So you click it in. See, you'll hear it snap. Same thing to the other one. Beautiful. If you encounter this issue, like there's spaces in there, usually it's supposed to be snug, like on the other side. Don't push it in. Put it out, take it out. Don't push the items in because you don't want to break your robot. Here we go. So you adjust this portion of the arm for you to get the perfect position for that groove and get in. And so like that. Beautiful. Then we have there's a hole there where you can pick it up. Let me grab a screw. These things you have to be very, very careful. Screw it out. Bam. Very intricate detail. Screw it out. Here we go. You can't close the doors here. When you actually take out this piece, you can't close it back, so you just gotta leave it open. Then the other wheels on the other side of this is here. This is the only metal here in this specific part is the actual joints. The rest is pretty much plastic. You don't really actually press it. You're not supposed to press. If you read the manual, the specifics, what the manual will tell you, you press that pin. You don't really press it. You push it sideways. See, you go up and down. You push it like this, and then you will hear the click, and that's it. So it's a good thing that we have a review so you guys don't make mistakes and don't break your toys. So we do that. We push the pin down and just shake it a bit. Here we go. That's it. It's out. So we're good in this one. Beautiful. And next, Volt Panzer. Big birds, right? We'll go second layer. Big bird is here. Bam. It's really deep actually. You could look at it. This thing is very, the box was so deep, like, and then there's a layer of plastic protector. Wow, this one, I think this one will have a battery in it. And yeah, amazing piece. Just looking at it, it's so in depth. The pieces were so big, like a perfect grade or 1:60 item. You can actually see the details and touch the details. There's grooves and lining, panel lines. Some may not have it. You can actually put if you have time, you can do it yourself to improve the item. So this one, we have to take this out, and this is where the battery hides. It takes 3 LR44, and let's do that. Take the battery out. So unscrew this. Yeah, that's it. Again, the battery is provided by the company. You don't have to buy it. Again, usually the positive or yeah, this side here goes facing downwards. Push it all the way down. Wow. Again, since the plastics are still, the metal pieces are still kind of pristine or unbroken, it has a very tight resistance in them. Push the battery down. So the product actually helps you to hold it for a bit if you press it downwards, and then that's it. Oh man. Unscrew it. Beautiful. Then turn it on. Then there's triggers. 2 triggers. And then the one on the side. Side trigger. Let's see it. Beautiful. I don't know what's gonna happen if there's 2 triggers. If we hold both of them. Nothing. Right, then we put it back in. Beautiful. So Big Bird's bolt Panzer is actually a little bit difficult. There's a little trick in it. So this specific cockpit here, when you push it backwards already, the manual said that you can pull it back using this red lever here. You will break your toy. You will break it. So what you do is you go in the back. There's a door there. So you just push it backward and push using your finger. Push this out. See, it's coming out. And then you just pull it easily. That's how you do it. Don't use this lever. This is it's a crazy engineering. It's probably there to give us a help, but it's not. You know, I don't know if it's only mine, but that's just a heads up. And then on this one, there's like a groove or like a latch for the 2 of them. You just have to unlatch it, and then the technique is you push this downwards or outwards, sorry, and then now you can move this facing this way. Beautiful. Right there. There's now I can see why there's actually a hole in this chest. This one here, this is actually for the Panzer's tracks, or the support for its tracks. So there's a there's a groove again, goes in there, so you have to push this a little bit inwards, match the groove. So that's it. That's the best you can get. It's kind of flimsy. It's awkward. I thought they're supposed to touch, but they're not actually. If you look at the manual, it's not. They're not supposed to touch each other. And then again, I accidentally pushed this in, so just push it all out again, and then once it's out there, pull it. That's it. That's your Panzer for you guys. Beautiful. And then this phase out, you know, you just simply put it in front, and that's it. Beautiful. Again, that's Panzer for you, Big Bird. Next, we're going on frigate. Volt frigate. This is actually for Little Johns. So put it in. Again, it's a protected plastic protector. There are things that I really want to go in depth on this specific item, because when you see it on the advertisement, it looks really good, or if it questions you. This piece here, it's plastic. It's plastic. Okay, looks amazing, like, oh my god, those are probably made of metal. It's plastic. Okay. And this specific part actually takes a lot of batteries, and we have to be careful on opening it too much. Good thing we can kind of swivel it this way. Careful, I don't want to break it actually. Scary. Oh, this way, sorry. Alright. Shoot! Almost break that. You know what, let's go one by one. So we go this one first, then unscrew it, put in the battery. No. I'm gonna skip this. I'll just show you guys after I'm done. At this stage, you only have 4 LR44 left, so that means the last 4 batteries, except the AA, which just goes to the actual stand, This is the last part where you actually put those coin batteries, the coin cell. This is it. After this, there's no more on the other ones. Again, stock point. This is another stock point. When you guys took up the screw, use a very small, tiny screw. Slowly push it out. See, there's a, what do you call those? There's a cut. You can actually sandpaper it if you have time. Then usually those kind of causes the stock point on these covers. So on the Volt frigate, a heads up on these two specific pins or towers and antennas. When you push this in, this antennas will serve as another a guide or a holder. You hold that antenna and you see that door closes. That's it. Bam, perfect. You just gotta push it extra inwards. Same thing with this one. Fold it in, push it inwards. And that is the purpose of this switch there. There's a switch on the side. See? This goes up. It's really good. It's a good mechanics. Again, on this one at the bottom, it's lousy again because it doesn't really lock each other. It's just kind of holds in like that. It doesn't lock. It doesn't do anything further. You just stays like as it is. For this specific portion where you actually grab the wheels of the frigate, you have to go all the way into the crotch. It's funny, and just just pull it out. This is the very scary part, the one on the bottom, because you don't know how to like. It says in the manual you have to bend it outward. Don't do that, you'll break it. Push it outwards like this, and then you bend it. Okay, don't bend it while it's in this while it's in this position. Don't bend it, you'll break it. So you pull it outward, then slowly bend it. Get the wheels out, tires outward, bam. And then once you got it out, I think you have to, here we go, we got it. And we just gotta close it back. I think, no, we can't close it back. That's it. It goes back to the same position as the other one, see? Except the wheels are out now. So angle, pull out, grab that wheel or the tire, put it back in. That's it, guys. Oh, lousy on this one. I don't like this. You really have to. Here we go. So we're done on frigate. Next is Panzer, and then after this we will vault them in, and then finish the stand, and then that concludes my video. Hopefully you guys learned something from this. Before you open your vaulting box, is it worth it or not? It's definitely worth it for its price and its value later on. On this specific frigate, the metal here are the joints. Not much on this. This is plastic. Actually, you know what? I wish I can touch it. You should touching this is actually, here we go. This is cold. So this is metal joints. This is plastic, and that's it. This area here, plastic as well. Intricate detail though. And then the pilot comes in here, or goes in here, of course. Put the pilot in later. Again, another detail for the Panzer. When you push it in, it's easy. It locks, or there's a click on it. It's easy for you to pull it out anyway. You can just like grab it from the front. Wear gloves, or use a small screw. There's a groove there where you can just pull it out, and that's pretty much it. Okay, this goes in. I don't know where the triggers, I couldn't find them, but we'll see it react later on once we build it, and then we'll go into detail as well. So on the lander, I found something crazy and scary. One of the antennas were out. See, you can see it out. The antenna is already out in here. Probably on the shipping. Hopefully it did not break it. We'll find out. That's scary. If it does, I think I may be subject to return the item. So let's pull this out in. Oh, good, it's not broken. So there's actually a hole in it that comes in. Okay, that's scary. Pieces like this are very, very crucial. This is actually what makes toys expensive, on these small tiny details. So this is the lander. It uses magnet. It's magnetized. There's no battery here anymore because we just use it on the frigate. See, it uses magnet, which is really good. Amazing technology. Amazing idea. Push it downwards. There's now I mean it's active. Like the tires can actually start rolling. So that's one. Same thing with the other one here. Push it all the way down. There we go. So now tires are rolling. And it's inward. It's not gonna roll because it's hitting the fender. So you push it a little bit downward. Pull it in. Don't break it. It's good. Open this antennas out. And then this is where the well, yeah, I think this is where the pilot comes into the right side. I'm not sure if the left side also opens up, and it does. So I probably can choose whether you can go left or right. You can probably put two pilots in there. Woo, crazy. And then okay, so on the toes, see, you can just, here we go, beautiful. Again, let me give you guys the gimmick on it. Very, very carefully. Very, very carefully. Nail on the top, just switch it out. Just, just claw it out. That's it. And then pull this up so that it's facing towards the road. So the road, shit, man. Forgive my terms. I'm tired. 6 a.m., 7 a.m. already here. So again, that way. Let it out. Bam. That's it. That's another thing to watch out, guys. The lander does not totally latches, even though it uses a really good strong magnet. They tend to you can hold it by one hand, right? It was able to support the other one, but you have to be very careful because they slide quickly, and if it does, you will drop it. When you drop it, what happens? You break it. That's what's gonna happen. So make sure you adult guys, teach your sons. If you guys are sons are already pretty much aware on things, teach them to be careful. Okay, so now slide downwards and then just pull up. See, just moving this actually breaks the two apart. It's ridiculous. Just moving this windows break the two apart. So very, 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 very careful. Next, we're going to talk about the stand now. Let me move this way. And again, these are the hands. You can switch it. You know what? I'll show you guys later on how to adjust the hands, because the hands are tricky as well. So again, the third layer is the base stand, and the base stand takes the two AA. Right? Let's take that out. So on the battery, as simple as that, you just unscrew, put the batteries. It's easy. Damn, that's it. It's there's no switch to actually increase the volume, man. The volume is not too good. There's also a plastic cover for the DX Mark logo, so I prefer keeping it that way. That's the problem. When this thing flicks, that is where the small pieces flies. You gotta be very, very careful. Oh my god. So we grab this portion, this one, right? This one goes here. In and slide. Same thing with this, in and slide. After that, you go look for this kind of like shrine looking thing, and this goes, gonna make sure that, so you see this right angled hook, I think that's how you call those. Make sure it goes to the actual, here we go. So put it in, right, goes to the holes, push it downward, that's it, and then they will latch automatically. It's plastic, guys, come on, you can't, it's gonna scratch it. It's plastic, it's meant to do that. You can put petroleum jelly or something like that, or Vaseline, but that's what's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So on the manual, there's no groove, there's a groove, there's no groove, and then there's a groove. So we'll find the ones with no groove again, and then place them in their position, then grab the towers, or what do you call that, and then just simply connect it to the base, and we should be good. So no grooves. We're on the bottom. Wherever it's facing, look at the wheels, right? Or the tire mark. It's facing this way. This groove goes on the top of it, like that. It will clip it. You clip this first. So the other one is different way. Okay. So now, so the top one, again, tire mark facing forward. This one face forward. The rear face backwards. Okay, now should make it. Here we go. Beautiful. Oh my god. That's a good heads up for you guys. Less mistake for you. And then this one, the other one, this is for the lander, I believe. The lander doesn't need it anymore. I should have looked at the lander. The lander actually gives you the heads up already. My bad. Here we go. Oh my god. Okay, so lander, this mark here, it's actually the rear. That's what confused me. Don't scratch it too much. Here we go. Once you got the front, it's easy for you to find the groove on the back, on the rear. Next, we're going into the actual groove. This is the stand for the one in the rear. And here we go. There's markings in it. That goes there. Let me get close a little bit. Hole. Then first go the one in the bottom, and that's it. No. I just pushed it. If you look at it, they can show it to you. There you go. It's still good though. That's what the manual says. You just got to push it out. It's ridiculous effort just for the stand. Let's do it again, another one. This one where we already know the trick. So this one goes to the hole here. Push this one first. And this one, rear goes first. Here we go, perfect. And then you latch it. So rear and then latch. That's what happens. It will click. And it's plastic. It's bent. It's a strong version of plastic. It's not gonna break easily. But you know, like what I said, always do it carefully. That's good. That's good. So that's a stand for you guys. Next is this one, the easiest of all. Start on the bottom. See? Start on the bottom, or just push it straight. Sorry, just push it straight. That's it. Until you see that sound, that click sound, you're already good to go. It's annoying, but yeah, it's part of the deal. It's really sturdy. Don't want to put force in it, but it should able to weigh in and carry these guys out. So our base stand is looking good, guys. Looking perfect, and it's really sturdy. No screws needed in this, by the way. Just snap on. Next, we're going to place in camp Big Falcon, the actual Falcon Head. The Falcon Head is on the top left of the box. Take it out. If you guys can see it. Again, there's a protected plastic. Amazing, amazing details. I'll show it to you guys in the camera. See? Damn, look at that. And it's simple. You just go stop on the top of the actual stand. If we put the stand here, careful. That's pretty much it. So let me show it to you guys. Kind of hard. Okay, put this all the way to the left. Right? So what's gonna happen is you just put it in there on the top. You just drop it there. Okay. And you're good to go. It holds. Again, these are it just sits there in a way. There's no clicking, no nothing, no latching, just sits there. There's no clip at all. And then this is where you put the pilot. There's a hose here. Let me show it to you guys. There's a hose there for the pilot. Right? Put it in. And we're good. Now we can put the pilot for display. Again, the pilot goes on the top right of the actual box right here. It's like a battery. Have to be very careful. Small details. These things in the future is going to be expensive. If you lose one of these, you're in big trouble. Alright? Let me open one and see if we can kind of detail them. I have a friend that's actually good at detailing these tiny pieces. You know what? We cannot. we can't. I don't think there's a way. There's probably a way, but you might end up breaking the item. I don't recommend that. So you can't really take the pilot out. It stays like this. So this is, let's go to the stand. And then I think going to the second layer of the box, you see this clips here? This is actually what holds the pilots. I'll go by their numbering, you know, like far right, far left. I don't want to go crazy on them. So you just kind of push it in, and then I think it holds. Oh, like that. It just clicks on it, let me show it to you. They don't really latch in a way, but there's holes in that, or grooves, where the piece goes and stays. Let me see it. Okay. Oh man. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, it's kind of hard to explain. It clicks, but somehow it doesn't click. It's not holding it in a very strong way, let's put it that way. It can flick quickly, it can fly quickly, so you have to be very careful on these pilots. Oh man. But once it's sitting in there, it's not gonna move anywhere. So let's put it in there. Beautiful. Second. All right, Steve. This is one of the quickest thing that may get broken or loosen actually. Sorry, may easily loosen. So that's shit. I'm just reenacting what's on the video, and you guys are pretty much familiar with it. See, you can hear it's clicking. That's not a good sign. It may flick that pilot out. Then last one. They're colored marked. There's blue, red, green, yellow. That's pretty much it. And light green. There's no any special details on the pilot. You can look at it. That's pretty much it. That's what you're gonna get. So if you have a AAA battery, this is a AAA battery. That's how small it is. That's it. That's pretty much it. Very careful. I almost lose this piece, the one that holds the pilot. You know, those companies, if you have a small company or business that actually works on small plastic like this, you're gonna make money out of these things. I'm just telling you. In the future, you'll make money out of this. It may sound funny, but this tiny piece alone is very, very annoying if you lose it. It's the only thing that holds the pilot on the stand. And see, and now see, but just by keep doing it a lot of times, it destroys the thread of the actual item. So now the best way on doing it, probably go top, or side. Oh man, even side is not good. To be very careful on these things. The advice is once you put it on the display, stop moving it. That's the only way you can prevent it from damaging. Okay, so that's squared. Whew, all good. All good, guys. So now we're done on our base. This is the stand. And that's my shit. Beautiful, huh? That's the actual. So for the effects, the voltage effects, this is on the second layer. of the package. Carry in. Amazing detail. Put it in there. It just stays like this. That's pretty much it. That's it. That's all it does. That's pretty much it. Amazing, huh? Beautiful. Let's go back on the lander. Just carrying the lander like this around, don't do this. It has a tendency to fall. 50% it will fall, so you have to be very careful. This one goes there. Just follow the groovings. Lander. Oh, see? What did I do wrong in there? Here we go. Beautiful. It sits there perfectly, exactly it sits there. So putting it in may have a little issue because it's too tight. That's the only thing. It's really tight. But once you get in settled, you're good to go. See, this is actually should be going first. It's too close, but if you put it too close, you know what, let us move Steve a little bit, one click up. So there's a problem here because even though we adjust it the way they wanted it, the fin still hits the actual pilots. It's ridiculous. See? That's odd. So what we can do is we adjust it again, push it all the way up, and see if it's gonna work that way. So that's it. This is the only way where you can put this Volcruiser on a position where it's not actually touching the pilots. This is it. This is the only way where you can put it in and it actually sits on the groove. I didn't expect that. I thought there's actually a space for them, but you can probably do it. You can adjust this, moving a little bit forward like that. You know, you can move it a little forward like this and then adjust the pilots in. I'm just following the groove. I think that's a little mistake that they had in there. So even though you actually put it properly, it still pushes the Falcon base, the Camp Big Falcon. So anyhow, then you have the Panzer here. This one had extra space than this one. This one sits perfectly, and then so the bomber actually is really doing good. Grooves on the side, all squared away. Lander a little too tight, you can see, too tight on the space. Then here we have frigate. Frigate is the biggest one, and that's it. Squared away. Volt is 5. So that's the sound. It's 5 and 4. So that's probably when you're battling. You know what? So we're done with the base. Let's go with the small tiny perks here with the Buzanian spaceship and the jet, that Falcon that actually goes in the back of Voltage 5. So this one. So let's go get the stand and square this away. Take this out. Amazing details for this small robot. I mean this jet here. It's made of plastic, no metal pieces here. Lightweight. Same thing with the Bosanian spaceship or saucer. Switch. We just have to grab the stand and that's pretty much it. Stands easy. Letter T. So this one goes whole. Easy. This is just easy. Bam. That's it. Flying saucer. UFO. Yeah. You can adjust it, but not too much. No. You can angle it a bit, but not too much. See, you can put it this way, this way. That's pretty much it. Next is for the. This goes in the back and the rear. See that? This goes there this way. And that's pretty much it. All squared away. Beautiful. Toys details. Amazing. So, you guys are ready? Let's bolt in, huh? Boop. Okay, that's enough. So before we go volt in, emphasis on volt cruiser. I know you guys are wondering how to replace this part. You have to be very careful. You either use a prying plastic or paper. You can grab a piece of paper, shove it in that tiny line right there, and then flip it up. So here's what I did. I grab a blade, pry it there, slide there, and then just tap it up. That's pretty much it. When it opens, you can actually take this out. I don't know if it opens all the way in or all the way out. I don't want to break it. That's the purpose of the review, right, guys? See, you can easily push it up. Even though it's like that, you don't have to. It doesn't have to be all the way up for you to take it out. It's easy. It was only that tiny hole that holds it. Push it onwards, and when you close this, when you push it downward, it locks by itself. So you don't have to put an effort or exert an extra force on the item. Take it out, and when you replace it with this accessory, again, there's no panel line here. If you guys have time, panel line it, put a crazy weathering in it as well, and then sell it with extra bucks. Close it. That's it. You're good to go. And then on the ear, this one here, you can actually replace this. It's you can pry it. I don't really want to push it, but you can pry it. And then when you do like this, look what I'm doing. I'm doing it already with my nails. Even though I don't have a nail, see, it went off. It came off. So it came off. Just grab this one here. Ears, put the ears back in. That's Voltus 5. Bam, that's it. The problem is these cuts here. See, I know you guys are when you guys build models, Gundam models, those cuts are actually the one that causing the problem sometimes. So anyhow, put this back, and then this is actually a very flimsy piece of item. The original one, it's bendable, not like Avon plastic bendable, but it is. Don't push it too much though. You'll break it. Then grab the replacement and just snap it in. Nothing happened. Like nothing happened. Snap it in. Boom. Perfect. Beautiful. And you can do the same thing on the other sides. One of the best practices on doing this unboxing, if you guys receive your toys, you're gonna want to open it. One of the best practices is you make sure whatever you get it, put it back as quickly as possible. Put it on the place or on the clear plastic where it actually belonging to, because you can easily lose them, and at least they are staying in the same place, easy for you to get it back again. those are the only things that I really want to recommend or kind of remind you guys of. So here we go. Let's vault in, guys. So upon vaulting in, we have to replace the ears with the original red ones of Voltus 5, and I already guys show you how to do it. Just take it out and then put the red ones. Put this back where you get the red ones so you can easily get it back again or return it to its original form. This red things matters because you see there's a groove here. Groove goes to that hole. You see that there's a hole in there for metal piece, so that it sits perfectly or properly, right? Then after this, you bend. Be very careful. Slides out. Bam. That's it. Take this out. See, this one is scary. You can break this easily. Don't bend it this way. Don't bend it towards this way. Don't do that. So what you do is you lift up. Lift up. Okay, lift up. Avoid the problems. Okay, bend it. See that? You see that? Bend it. It slips in there. Then face both this 5 up. Face this side. This is very scary. Very scary piece. Bam. It's like a snake. Letter L. Okay. Then hide the tires. So all these good to go. Make sure to turn it on. Okay. So okay, you guys want to do the effects? You guys can hear it, right? So you press the trigger. So the trigger doesn't happen on its own. The trigger doesn't happen on its own. Okay. Put it in here. Fold. Pull this. Fold. Okay. Do it again. Up. Pull. Fold. Fold. Here we go. Clicks. See the loose. That's the loose issue. I don't like those things. And bam. Turn it off. So you can turn it on, turn it off. That triggers. This is turn on. Oh, it doesn't turn lights on. We'll see later what else is gonna happen here. Okay, turn it off. Turn it on, turn it off. Right. So that's good to go. So we leave it on the side. Leave it right there so you guys can see. Next we're going on the bomber. Simple. You know what? Let's go start hiding the wheels already, the tires. Hide the tires. You just gotta push out. I mean push in, sorry. Push in. Easy. And then bam. Very careful. But I'm not. See, this is the problem. The one on the bottom, this is the problem here. This is the one that actually kind of held it very tight. Now when you exert force, that's where the fidget or the flicker happens. And then you push out the yellow ones, the yellow part of the arm. And then take up these clips. Sure you put it back where you got it. Okay. The clips. You can now push this in. Then you can start hiding these pieces out inwards. Easy. See, and then it will go on the other side. So it goes this way, you just gotta push it in. Bam. Push it in. Beautiful. Beetles in. And that's pretty much it. So we're good in this. Put it aside. Next, Panzer. Panzer, we have to pull this all the way down. Okay, then we're gonna move up. Move up. So that one slips, right? Laying in there. Flat. Again. Oh, sure, sorry. Flat it again. It's flat. Flat on this side. Flat, and you just gotta push these two sides here. Bam. Good. This is down, all good to go. Push it out. We're not there yet. Alright. Then all these are locked. This is open. You have, remember, you have to open this because the other piece goes in here, remember? You have to leave this open. These are good to go. Move on. So on the frigate, very tight, but it's easy to remember. You know, you have to push this. You just gotta push this all outward. Close this too. Okay, fold this missiles or whatever you call this. Then fold the antenna outward, and you just push it out. Push it in. Pushing it in, there's a like a window that will automatically close it for you. So you just gotta push it all the way in. Support it with an extra fingers so that you don't put giving an extra stress on this piece, because if you break this, that's it. See, if it's not pushing downward, don't push it hard. You will break it. If it's not pushing in, slide this thing. Okay, and that's pretty much it. All the way out. That's it. Good to go. Squared. Then we can now push this inward. But you know what? There's no pilots. We should have put the pilots in, right? Oh my God! Let's do that. Steve, very easy. There's a groove there for the cockpit. Just tip it up and put it there. That's it. Done. For the bomber, same thing. Easy to pull out. The groove is in the front. Move it out, and then put the pilot in. That's it. On this one, the good thing is there's an actual what do you call that? Like a small piece of joint where these things to go in. I wish they should have just done the same thing on the stands on the actual base rather than using a clip. But I don't know, sometimes those small tiny pieces may cost more. It's a problem with this world. Everything has crazy price in it. The best way to put the pilot in is actually put your finger. Oh, alright, sorry. Put your finger in there, support it from the back, see? So I will support pushing this seat out, and then grab the pilot, put the pilot in. It's the best way to do it. So now that it's in there, you can close it and push back in. All squared away. For the frigate, this is easier. Again, we've done this a lot of times. Just pull it out, put back the wheels first. Sorry. Again, I guess I told you guys already what's the technique. Push out and push in. That's it. And then you will. Oh wow! So when you close those are actually the triggers. The triggers are when you close those foot out. Then open it. Grab little John. Done. Squared away. Push back in, because remember, we're trying to vault them together. Lander, the pilot's on the right side, or actually left. So grab the last piece. And whoa. This one is very tricky because there's no groove for it to slip in. What happened is it will use this clip style like on the actual Big Falcon, which is the ones that I don't like the most. This is very difficult. This one is a difficult piece because you have to push it in. You have to push it into those groove for it to stay. And here we go. Got it. You can also put a pilot here. You can probably put her here. It doesn't matter. But it's the same concept. He just sits there. You can't really clip it properly. So this one's easy. You fold the antenna out. You can also switch this facing this way. Sorry, this way. Because remember, you will fold her. You will fold her later. She will actually facing sideways anyways. So leave it like that, and bam, that's it. That's it. Shit's there. So you do it. It's actually like there's like a rubber effect. You can feel it because there's a resistance when you fold this specific leg or the foot. There's a resistance in there. It's just also a good thing because remember, Voltus 5 used to stand. It will be standing on that point, on that joint. So that's pretty much it. Okay. So all these are squared away. All these are nicely closed. So part of the thing when we start vaulting in, you have to turn on. I don't know. It's crazy. You turn on all the pieces. Oh shoot. Alright, yes, yeah, I got you. So it's on. Wow, amazing. So this is on. Chest is on. It's working good, so it should be fine. So all switches are good. Little John's feet is also good. You notice that. So now here we go. Nice, that's the background music we have. Goes to the bomber. Right there. See this groove right here in the hole? It's this right here in the neck. That's it. And there's an actual effect. You can hear that it makes sound every time it clicks. And it waits. It's waiting for the other part. Panzer. Wow. All the way in. Wow. Next. Be very careful in this one. Slowly get the groove in. This is important. This piece needs to be out. I probably accidentally pressed it. Then unlocks. Using my fingers, pushing the feet outward and pushing the body in. Now it's easier for me. See? It's easier. That's how you do. Just to put in the body. Here we go. See? All in. Close the legs. That's it. Done. Whew. So unlock. Open these two legs. push it in and close it back in. Next, the feet. Feet are easier. Here we go, bam. It's all good. Oh my god, my pilot on the bottom is facing sideways. Oh, alright. I see. So when you move her, she will move as well. When you put in the foot. Oh. Alright. Don't want to break it. It traps her. See? So when you put it in, it's supposed to just flip on the side or move gradually on the side. The springs are still unbroken. You see, this one's easier. And then we're looking good. Voltus 5 is in there. Well, the only thing I did left is just to pull this out downwards and then pull the fingers. Pull the fingers out. That's it. That's it. That's him. Finished him. Finished the assembly. So for us to place Voltus 5 on the actual big Falcon, we have to take it all pieces out. Again, we have to be careful on these things. They can fly easily. So putting this specific piece on the top is easy. It's a clip-on, and taking it out is just also easy. It's also again a clip-on. Just pull it that way. The rest you just have to take it out, pull off. So in this one, pull it and lift it. That's pretty much it. Put it aside. Again, same thing with this one. Pull it first, and then lift this piece. That's it. Then the stand for Voltus 5. Same clip. Bottom and then top. You're supposed to hear a clip. When you hear a clip, and that's it. If it's not in properly yet. Then this is the important part. This sits here. It slips in there, giving him a steady support. And you can adjust his legs, his feet. Now let's do that. It's early part of the game, but the toy have major issues already on the joint. Of course, plastic metal, that's a really bad combination, because we know what's gonna happen. The metal eats the plastic, or it will break the plastic easily, and that's, you can feel it, and that's what happens. So when you put it on display, put it one time and that's it. See, look at this. That's the problem. Most common problems with Chogokins, or anything that has a metal and plastic together, die cast and plastic. That's a problem with that. Next, we will put this V effect. The V effect, you can put it in the front, in the back. See, you can take this out, and then you can put it up front. Okay, so things that you need to ask. Articulation. Does the head bend? No, the head doesn't bend. The head pretty much stays like that. The mobility of Voltus 5 or Volt in box is relies pretty much on its hands and the legs, and most likely on the effects. That's pretty much it. Here's left, right. These are the sounds. See, those are the command for the attacks. The one on the right. Yep, that's a command for the attacks. And the one on the left is just sound effects. Let's say he's walking, running, slashing. That's the effect on the left. Your right, my left. That's I think that's the best way to explain it. I really would like to reenact this piece, but it will be very difficult, you know. It'll very tough. It is really tough. Joints, it's just a matter of you playing and taking care of your item, right? If I push it that way, I probably would be able to do it, but I will exert force and I don't want to break my thing. So I just want to display it. I probably just gonna leave it standing. This is not even for me to even get the joint this way. I made several clicks and it's not really good for the item. That's a minus review on that one. The fingers, this is really bad. It's moving too much, and it can go. It goes 360 degrees. I would have liked it if it would actually stayed, or there's like a limit on the actual moving on these fingers. But like I said, it's replaceable. You can change different pieces on it. Part of the second layer is actually you can change the sword. You can switch the hands. You know, let's try that. Let's try that. I push it all the way out, and I'm giving a force enough to clip it. It's not gonna work out. It's not enough. It will push back all the way in. See? So what you should do is probably grab a screw that helps you hold on to that piece. Okay, let me study it real quick. By the way, just a heads up, these fingers are so amazing. It's made of a a rubber and plastic together. Okay, so to tell you guys, don't change the hand. The can was so difficult. I'm just saying it's difficult to place it in. So that's the technique. The secret is you grab a screw, you put it in this hole to support this ball joint from going downwards, and you just push in the new hand, right? Oh man, don't do it. Don't just don't change. Just don't change the hands. It's ridiculously difficult. Man, that's a bad review. This is a bad review for the toy. I'm actually looking forward that I would have enjoyed at least building it. Hopefully it's only me. I wish your buyers may have gotten a better piece. But unfortunately, see, I'm doing my best here. Really have to exert effort. See, don't do it. Just don't replace it. Now I don't know how to put this put this back in. Let's do it again. Bad review on that hand portion. Bad review on the joint connecting the Panzer and the frigate. That's a bad one. Okay, this one, the original hands are easy to put in, but the replacements, oh man, I don't know why, but it's really difficult. Let me take off this original hands again. Okay, this original hands, easy to take it out and take it in. I'll switch a different hand. I'll try this closed fist one. See if I could do it this way. See, dude, it's just difficult, dude. Come on, we'll end up breaking the item. Don't change the hands. Keep the original hands in. It's a flimsy finger, not a good image. So if you guys are buyers, that's one of the things that you have to expect from your toy. And if you can't do the hands, we have to skip it. The missile concept is good. This concept is good because as you can see, it's a square in. You can push the hands in, closed. See if it's. Hey, you can make it a rock sign. At least you can do that. Put it in, and then put the missile. That's it. Easy. You should have just done the same concept, right? Because you're just going to display it anyway, not joint. Joint is ridiculous. The weapons, the chains, the bazooka right here. This is another problem. Because why? It's a joint. So we have to exert an extra effort again to put it back in and make it work. And we know the problem with that is we might actually break the arm, and we don't want that. I really like the concept on the review, on the actual preview of the toy, but with it, it's I lost hope when I actually tried to put in. Same thing with these chains. These chains are so beautiful, by the way, guys. See, it's real metal. So this goes into the joint, and this is the actual weapon. But that's the problem. You don't want to keep pushing this thing, shoving this in the actual joint, because you will break the arm. The top, you have to cut this open and make sure that second layer parts, there are the pieces for the top, and you can customize it the way you wanted it. You can unclip, hook, connect, take out the actual belt pieces. Remember, you can, this piece here, you can take it out, and you know, you can customize it the way into your liking. Here, I believe this goes into this thing, but to do that, you have to take this out, this piece out, right? There's a longer version of this, right? So this is the longer version, this is the shorter version. So for you to put it in, longer version goes inside of the belt, and then connect it. That's it. That's your ultra electromagnetic top. I want to give an honest review on this item. Even though I like the product, I may not give it a perfect score. You know, let's be realistic, and he may not even get a good moderate score in my opinion, because of the issues on changing the hands. That was changing the hands alone, and putting in the body from Panzer to Frigate. Joints, another issue. On the Volus 5 part, that's another issue that we have to bring up. What else? Stands are amazing. The volume is not really that, you know, that crazy where you've seen on the YouTube. Next, clip this bird in the back. Let me turn it off. I believe you have to open the Panzer in the back, and when you do, right, can you see it? Sorry. So I just opened that space out. So you're just gonna move it carefully all the way this side, creating an opening. We have to open this portion here. This one's easy to open, which is a good thing. At least there's something that's easy. This is easy. The actual cartoon or the anime, this actually helps the voltage team to stabilize the sword. I think that's what happened. I can't recall because that's a long time ago, and I think it was their father who brought this in. So there's a magnet here. It clips in. You have to move this all the way to the left. The Falcon will do the rest. There's an extension on the Falcon. You have to see. You have to swing it all the way there, and this will actually reach and claw to the back of Voltus 5. So that's the thing. That's the secret. Lift this up, claw this back in there, and you're good to go. It slips there. That's the only thing it does. It's really awkward. You can't close this in. Let's see if we can close it and do it. It may work, but not beautifully. So we're almost there, guys. Before we finalize things, we just have to go to the tank form. So the battle tank will start on the arm. We have to push it all back in and then cover it. Sorry. Sideways. And then that's it. Beautiful. Same thing with the other hand. Next, we have to close these two fists together as this. And here we go. We have to support this mobility because that's the problem with it. Damn, that's it. Next, we're going to adjust the tracks in the back, because this will be the one that will actually hold the whole body of the robot. once you put the tracks out in the back, in the rear, we have to pull these joint, this actual joint that holds the tracks, pull it all the way out, because we have to, again, on this one you have to make sure this will scratch this protector. So what you should do is you have to be very, very careful on doing it. Oh my god, see? So what I did is I gradually pull it outward. It's plastic, but it's not supposed to do it that way. That's very, very bad. Again, same thing to the other one. So now it's facing forward. Okay, don't forget to push these joints all the way out. These here, the lining, this line, make sure that it's straight. Same thing to the other side. And then unclip this. And then again on this part, we have to pull it out and then bend it like this. Easy, huh? Pull it out and then bend it. Then push it so that it stays. Same thing with the other one. Then push it. Bam. Secures it. Put it outward like this. We just have to close the hands out like this. Close the hands. And ta-da! We got the tank mode. So that's our tank mode, guys. And Voltisfy itself weighs at least 3 pounds. Go kilos, it's 1.5 pounds. 1.5 kilos. That's it. So heavy, that piece alone. Again, thank you guys for watching. Always remember that there's always great things inside the box. If you guys like this video that I made, press like, share it, and subscribe if you guys wanted. This is not really meant for profit. My intention is to enjoy collecting toys, enjoy and providing insight to viewers and to other collectors as well. So again, this is Light Toys Review. Thank you guys. Stay safe and God bless you. Bye-bye.